You know, when I was in high school, I used to get to see a few pageants where some of my favorite gal pals who I went to school with and gals who would become my Juliets. Well, I should ask, but what would happen if there was a little bit of a mockumentary on a small town beauty pageant that would catch my attention? Well, you're about to find out as I talk about Drop Dead Gorgeous right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I'm going to review the 1999 satirical black comedy mockumentary flick Drop Dead Gorgeous, released by New Line Cinema, directed by Michael Patrick Jann, starring Kirsten Dunst, along with Ellen Barkin, Brittany Murphy, Allison Janey, Denise Richards, Kirstie Alley, and Amy Adams in her film debut. It's a mockumentary film about a small-town beauty pageant. And the satirical dynamics of a Minnesota town unfold as multiple contestants in the regional American Teen Princess pageant begin to die suspiciously. This film didn't do so well at the box office, though. It only made $10 million. But however, it would go on to become a cult classic. Yes. Well, I'm going to try not to give the whole story away, just in case you've never seen this. The film starts in 1995 in the town of Mount Rose, Minnesota. They're preparing for the annual Sarah Rose Cosmetics Mount Rose American Teen Princess pageant. A beauty pageant, that is. Ambitious Amber Atkins, an optimist, is signing up to follow in the footsteps of her idol, Diane Sawyer. Her mother, Annette, who was a former contestant, helps out. Amber works after school in the mortuary, applying makeup to corpses. They live in a small trailer near their friend Loretta. Another contestant is Rebecca Lehman, Becky for short, daughter of the richest man in town, and, well, his wife, Gladys Lehman, is the head of the pageant organizing committee and former winner. Business connections between their furniture store and the pageant judges cause many to fear the contest will be rigged. There will be others and what have you. Many of them start to happen when one contestant is killed when her tractor explodes, and the death of a boy Becky liked, but an interest in Amber, well, yeah. But more get to appear and what have you. But I'm going to tell you, it was just, wow. They give out so many performances throughout the show. Another one who's in this is, let's see, Janelle Betts, who swaps numbers with Amber in one scene, but a stage light knocks her unconscious and renders her deaf. Well, Janelle. And then there's also cheerleader Leslie Miller. Yeah, and all that jazz. That's all I'm going to tell you this. I won't really give you how the accidents really happen when I have more of those, because I don't want to give the whole movie away, because this didn't do so well at the box office, though. And I'm not sure if a lot of you have even heard of the film or talked about it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I thought about this film. Now, of course, the movie is set in the fictional town of Mount Rose, Minnesota, and it's based on Rosemount, where the writer of the film, Lorna Williams, grew up. The film was originally titled Dairy Queens, but was changed for legal reasons. And of course, you probably know what that means, don't you? Duh, of course. The characters in the movie all sport exaggerated over the top parodies of Minnesota accents. And believe me, it was something. It was shot throughout the Carver County area, mainly in Waconia, another Minnesota town. Although names of real Minnesota communities were shown on the sashes of contestants later on in the movie. Wow. Now, another one of Amber's idols included her beauty pageant mother, and the previous year's winner, who was hospitalized for anorexia. And that's a pretty fun scene. Amber's taking care of her, but Becky comes along and tries to tempt her with a few sweet chocolates. Oh boy, crazy. But boy, I gotta tell you, it was just wow. Anyway, I actually liked Drop Dead Gorgeous. This film is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I've seen this film numerous times. I can't seem to get enough of it. Now, I like the story that was done by Lona Williams, and the score done by Mark Mersbaugh. You know him best of Devo fame, and also the guy who recently did music for various kids shows and tunes such as Pee-wee's Playhouse and Rugrats, and lots of other things. But the cast is absolutely really good. I like Kirsten Dunst's portrayal of Amber. Ellen Barkin plays her mother, Annette. Allison Janey plays Loretta. And let me tell you something. In 2011, according to Miss Janey, she stated that she is approached by more fans of this film than for her Emmy-winning tenure on TV's The West Wing. Yeah. Incredible. I tell you what. Now, playing Becky Lehman is Denise Richards, who recently appeared in, a couple of films that I liked. Starship Troopers, which I will review that later on this year, and Wild Things, which I've already done that one. That, of course, is also a guilty pleasure. Kirstie Alley appears as her mother, Gladys. Sam McMurray plays Becky's dad, Lester. We also have Brittany Murphy as Lisa Swenson. Yeah, the late, great Brittany Murphy. Amy Adams in her film debut as Leslie Miller. Let's see. We also have appearances from Will Sasso. Let's see. And Amanda Detmer, who would appear in Final Destination, as well as Saving Silverman, that was a former guilty pleasure of mine. Thomas Lennon, who would later go on to appear in 17 again, and also on the Odd Couple TV series, the recent series with Matthew Perry. And even a cameo by the late, great Adam West, TV's Batman himself. And also in this is, one of the characters, Iris Clark, played by Mindy Sterling, who, of course, most of y'all know her best as Frau Farbissina, one of Dr. Evil's crew from the Austin Powers films, which, of course, were also released by New Line. Anyway, it does have a pretty good soundtrack as well. That includes, all sorts of songs and what have you. Old and new. Incredible, huh? Yeah, I'll say. But anyway, Drop Dead Gorgeous is easily a guilty pleasure. It's a cult classic. So, and with a pretty good score, a good story, but a great cast, though, would I recommend it? Well, I'd say, to be on the safe side, maybe give it a one-time watch. But if you're into something like this, I'd say if you're into maybe those mockumentaries from Christopher Guest, I say sure, go ahead, give it a try. You might like it, and you'll get a good laugh from it. So if you've seen Drop Dead Gorgeous, please tell me what you thought about the film in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my review of The Zoomers from Season 6 of the original Zoom, which will be my final Zoom ranking on the channel for, well, the original series. So thanks for watching. If you like this, consider checking out these other videos. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of one of my absolute favorite Kirsten Dunst flicks. That's Bring It On, which Dunst did a year later after this. The upper right-hand corner is my review for, well, the Denise Richards flick I was just talking about, Wild Things, which came out the year before this. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review for a kind of a guilty pleasure film with Kirstie Alley she did before this, a few years before this, in It Takes Two. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.